This is one of over 500 assisted PNF stretching demonstrations that can be found as part of my 80 Days to Your Dream Body course, which is available to my channel members. If you'd like to see all of them, then consider becoming a member. But for right now, let's get our stretch on. Now that we've done more of the medial fibers, we're going to start getting a little bit more lateral. So for the lateral fibers, what we're going to do is first, we're going to go ahead and cross that leg over, place the Achilles tendon right over our iliac crest, lean away to traction. I'm going to take the patient into a combination of hip flexion and adduction, and then they're going to inhale and press into us. And then on the exhale, they're going to relax. We're going to lean back to traction and just kind of take them more into hip flexion and hip adduction. In this position right now, we're getting a lot more of the lateral fibers of the gluteus maximus. We're also getting a lot more of the biceps femoris. Specifically, in this position right over here, we're getting the lateral most fibers. So the fibers that are closest to the greater trochanter. Then what we can do is take the patient's leg into the crook of the elbow. We're going to lean out, and we're going to slowly start working more centrally. We're just going to go ahead, take them into a little bit more flexion and adduction. They're going to inhale, press. As they exhale and relax, we're going to lean away, take them deeper into the stretch. Then we're going to go ahead, move a little bit more centrally, place that foot just inferior to the medial deltoid. And then same thing, we're just going to traction to create space, take them into the stretch. They're going to inhale, press. And then they're going to exhale, relax. So now we're starting to get a little bit more toward the midline, but we're still getting quite a bit of the biceps femoris and the lateral fibers of the gluteus maximus. Then if we want to get a little bit more into the central fibers, we're going to go back toward the midline. So now what we're doing again, we want to get nice and leveraged, so get as low underneath as possible. You want to get right under the calcaneus, lift up to traction, and just take them pretty much straight into flexion. They're going to inhale, press. Then they're going to exhale, relax. We're going to lift up to traction, take them deeper into hip flexion. Right now, we're getting those central fibers of the gluteus maximus, more specifically the superficial fibers. Also getting a lot of the superficial fibers of the semitendinosus. We're going to come out a little bit now into adduction. Do the same thing. We're going to lift up to traction, take them into the stretch. They're going to inhale, push. And then they're going to exhale and relax, and we're going to take them deeper into the stretch. Now that we have a little bit of adduction, we're starting to shift the emphasis a little bit more laterally. So now we are getting into the medial lateral fibers of the gluteus maximus, the superficial fibers, as well as we're starting to transition again into the biceps femoris. We're going to go a little bit more into hip adduction. We're going to do one more. So we're going to traction to create space, take them deep into the stretch. And then we are going to instruct the patient to inhale and press. They're going to press. And then on the exhale, we're going to traction to create a little bit of space and take them deeper into the stretch. And that is how we would target a little bit more of the superficial fibers of the hip extensors and the knee flexors. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead, do a little bit more traction just to create a little bit more space at that hip. And then once we've done the traction, we're going to move distally to the ankle. And at the ankle, we are going to work on the gastrocnemius. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.